I'm Dek Ingraham, and I'm the festival director for the Pittsburgh New Works Festival. I grew up and went to college in Marietta, Ohio. So my current husband and our friend decided we wanted to move to an actual city to start a theater company together. And we had spreadsheets and spreadsheets and spreadsheets, and we were looking at cities all over the country, and Pittsburgh kept popping up. And we were really surprised by that. So we took a trip to the city. I hadn't been here since the 90s, and I mean, it was a little rough in the 90s. But when we visited, the place was just beautiful, and we fell in love with it, and we moved here the very next year. Well, I started with the festival as a producing company. I used to have a theater company, Phase 3 Productions, that has since closed down, but our very first production was actually a New Works show. We started in 2008 with one of the staged readings, which have now become Labworks since then, and we produced all the way up through the 25th anniversary, which was just a couple of years ago. We do seem to have a totally unique platform. I haven't been able to find any other festival that functions in the same way that we do. There are plenty of new play festivals all over the country, but typically they're produced by a single company. So you will have, Actors Theater of Louisville presents the Humana Festival, and it's all produced by the Actors Theater of Louisville. Here we bring 18 different companies together under one umbrella. I suppose a fringe festival would be the closest cousin, but even that is very much removed because the festival itself does do all of the branding and the overall production of the festival itself, and we really give the companies who come in the artistic freedom and let their voices be heard. And I think that's what's really unique about it, is that we take care of sort of all of the backstage, all of the paperwork, all of the boring stuff, and let the companies do the art, which they're great at, and we let them shine. I love the actors of this community and the directors of this community. There are a bunch of them, and they're well trained, and they work hard, and they just do incredible work. And that's one reason that I'm so happy to be able to support so many of them. We have over 100 actors in this year's festival, and unfortunately, that's only a small percentage of the full number who auditioned for us. It's just incredible to see the talent every year, and I'm always surprised by who walks in the door and just what they're able to do. The submission process is completely blind, so the readers who are scoring the plays have no idea who wrote them. The companies, when they select the plays, have no idea who wrote it. So that lets us end up with some really interesting mixes of things. We'll have, a first-time playwright college grad right next to an Emmy Award winner. And we have some of that this year. One of Ken Levine, who wrote When Rom-Coms Go Bad, has just a resume as long as my arm. And he's right next to Ashley Rice, who wrote Malum, who is a recent MFA grad, and this is one of her very first shows to be produced. So yeah, we have plays from all over the world. We have submissions from India, from Australia. We had a playwright fly in from Israel just a couple of years ago to see his reading, as well as local playwrights. So it's just a great mix, and it allows playwrights to talk to each other, and for Pittsburgh to sort of make its place in the world and stake its place and let people know, the incredible work that we do here. I would really like to see more cooperation and more community between different companies. And I think that's something that we do really well here. And I think that we lead by example in the way that we bring the companies together. Everyone is equal here. Everybody's work is just as valid, and I'd like to see a little bit more of that out in the community outside of the festival, and with our non-participating companies as well, that everyone can respect everyone else's work, because we're all working really hard, and everyone has something to say and to join the conversation. I would say keep an eye on Samantha Akamp, because she is just all over the place. She is constantly working. She's everywhere you look, you see Sammy's name. Trying to think of some up-and-coming directors. We have so many. Really, take a look through the program book and keep an eye on these guys, because they really are working, and they're working everywhere, and they're working constantly, and they may not be famous, and they may not be household names, but they're people that you're going to recognize year-round. Stay true to your passion, and don't worry about marketing to an audience. Your audience will find you. Do the art that you want to do, because your unique voice is what's important and will let you find your place. The community is big enough for everyone who wants to join the conversation, and we need you. We don't need someone doing what you think an audience wants to hear. We need you speaking your truth. My name is Dek Ingraham, and I'm the festival director of the Pittsburgh New Works Festival, and Mr. Bones knows me.